terms of social media.
You see this got serious.
In terms of social media, everybody ain't what they post to be.
Mm-hmm. Post to be. And it's true.
Is that yours?
Nah, I saw it somewhere.
Mama hit the pipe in front of me, yo, it's real. Started hustling on the block to pay the bills. Guess in her mind, she was ready for the grind. When she got caught, she was ready for the time. But I can't shine, I'm surrounded by darkness. Killers that's heartless, shoot like offense. OGs tried to school me, but I didn't listen. Guess I was too young to even pay attention. Somewhere along the lines, I started my own mission.
I would say
it was a blind.
It was a blind date. It was a friend of mine.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah, it was a friend of mine.
A friend of
mine and a friend of hers.
They were dating, and they're like, "Oh, I think I have somebody for you." And
hey, man, I don't know about this blind date thing, man.
Oh, man, don't bail out on me now, man. It's gonna be all right. I promise you. Tonight will be a night you will never forget.
Girl, how do I look?
I told you, Wanda, you look fine.
Oh, you don't think this dress is too tight, do you?
No, girl, you look perfect.
Okay then, okay then.
Come on, there they are. Put the compact away.
I hope he ain't ugly, because I can't stand no ugly man.
I have somebody for you. And then they gave us each other's number. We spoke on the phone for a little while, a few weeks actually.
Okay.
And then we finally saw each
No,
other.
it was actually AOL instant message. It wasn't even a phone yet.
Welcome.
So
Message.
we had a few conversations over the phone, I remember.
Probably house phone, but it wasn't.
He tricked me. He made it seem like he had never seen me, but he saw a picture of me. I had never seen him. I just got he's a basketball player. He was wearing this, and that. I'm like, oh, okay. So young and impressionable, you know?
Yeah. Maybe 2.5 weeks and never saw each other yet.
So that could have been like a catfish kind of thing. You don't know what's going on.
But he, like I said,
I saw
saw a picture.
I saw her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But he seemed like such a sweet guy, you know. Nothing like I've ever met or seen or encountered, even with my friends, boyfriends and stuff, you know. So different, so gentle.
Go first. As far as love, sports, love.
Doesn't matter. As far as sports, with a loved one or a particular thing that you loved, where it was just like, damn. Could be a person. Doesn't matter.
So it's funny, right? I was with someone before her for 2 years, and they were 4 years older than me. So my sophomore year in high school, she was sophomore in college. But it was a time where I would see her on a Saturday in June, and I might not have seen her again until a Saturday in October.
Wait a second. Sophomore college? Sophomore high school? I want to make sure I heard that right.
Her brother played at Gauchos. He was on the team lower than mine. And it's like, oh, you see a chick at the game. Like, she's the only girl in the game that's like near your age range. And it was more so like, was it for me, it was like, was it people her age clowning her? She's with a younger dude, or did she really like me? Like, so when I left, I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm gonna go to college. Like, I'm not. I'm 17. She's 22. She doesn't have time for me. I'm not dealing with that. And for me, it was like, all right, the next time I get in a relationship, I'm gonna make sure that that person doesn't feel what I felt. Like, I'm gonna be there no matter how long it fucking takes. I remember a time she couldn't come, right, Scarlett. She couldn't come to Bronx like her usual after school. She had to go to work. And I was in Jersey. And I don't know if you remember this. I took the train 25 minutes from South Orange to 34th Street. And then the 2 train, 40 minutes to the 4 bus to St. Lawrence. just to see her at the 6 train stop for 5 minutes. That was it. An hour and a half it took me to get there just to see her for 5 minutes. We had just met. But it was just like, I wanted to make sure this girl didn't feel what I felt, what I went through. And she was in high school and I was in college. And I wanted to make sure she knew that, like, she probably didn't know what I was going through before, but I didn't ever tell her or tell anyone. But I wasn't gonna make someone else feel that way because I went through it. And I think that shit still like carries me to this day where it's like, I know the stuff I went through in sports, it's like, I can easily let a kid just go through it, or I can tell him what I went through and make sure he takes necessary steps to not go through what I went through.
It was never like a job. It was like, Melo says something, and it is, people don't understand. He says, giving back is the rent you pay for living on this earth. And I was just like, man, that's real shit.
I think that's a bad thing we got in this world, in this life. It's like, everyone, you said it's yesterday, Stephen, everyone wants to see you do good, but never better than them. And it's like, if you got a chance to correct someone's mistakes before it happened, because it happened to you, do it. You know, I always tell myself, I can't let someone fail or go through something if I know I can help. If I can't help, is what it is. But if I know I got a chance to help, I can't just let it happen. Can't do it. This is not who I am. And it's funny, it was like, I've always been that type of person. And it's just like, I don't know if that was the first time like love like hurt, but I know it was something like meaningful, and it was just like, all right, fuck this shit. All right, I'm hurt, but I'm gonna make sure like the next person involved with me, they ain't gonna feel this hurt, and I'm not gonna feel this hurt no more. They're not either. Like some people get hurt, and the next person they're with, they do that shit to them. It's like, fuck you. I went through this. You're gonna go through this now, and it's not your fault, but fuck it. You gotta go through this. Me, I was like, I'm gonna make sure she doesn't feel what I just felt. I'm gonna make sure that she knows that I have time for her. I'm gonna go out my way to make sure I see her and show her love. And I was fucking afraid of project elevators, and she lived on the 20th floor. And I would go to fucking Mount Haven and I would wait 30 minutes for her downstairs in the middle of fucking projects. I didn't know no one in. And one night, somebody was like, yo, I'm waiting for her for fucking 30, 40 minutes outside in the cold. Someone was like, yo, Cash, what's good? What you doing over here? And I was like, oh, shit, what's good? And, you know, Curtis Kelly, one of my best friends, he hung out in Patterson. This is one of the OGs in Patterson that came to our games, and he's in Mount Haven around the corner. And he's like, I'm like, waiting on my girl, she's upstairs, and a bunch of older dudes, and one dude was like, man, it's about to get crazy out here, you better tell Cash, you better get up out of here, like, and I'm like, damn, like, they start shooting some shit, like, go down, like, where I'ma go? Like, I ain't taking all the way upstairs, and she had a German Shepherd, I was afraid of dogs. So it's like 20th floor, afraid of dogs. I'm gonna wait downstairs for you 30, 40 minutes, whatever it takes. Not in no car, I'm just standing. Like, there were some days I would wait in the store because it was too cold. But it was just like, I'm gonna make sure that there's no excuse. I'm gonna make sure I do what I gotta do to make sure this girl knows that I'm gonna be there. You?
But I was an integral part. I was a starter. I was team captain. Basketball revolved around me, right? And it was something I loved to do. And I got to college my freshman year at 17, turned 18, and playing with older guys. And coach not playing me and this and that. And it's like, all right, cool. Then I'm transferring. I'm 18, I'm 19. And it's a new coach, and he's trying to figure things out. And he's a new head coach, and he's 32, 33. And he's doing things the way he knows.
When did you fall in love with basketball, Cash?
5 years old, I went to the Gaucho gym, seen a bunch of kids my age just playing the game. Got on the court, and it was just like, oh, this is it.
That's crazy.
It is it. It's so crazy, like, my wife, my friends, y'all called me the GPS. I remember being like 9 years old. And I was on the Gaucho every Saturday and Sunday. And
my dad was like, tired, he wasn't waking up, and we missed it that day. And I told him next time, I was like, we were coming home from Gauchos, and I'm like, teach me how to take a train myself. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, teach me, because we missed it the other day because of the board. Because it's not the same way it was growing up, right? It's more of a business type. It's more of a my way or the highway thing for the coach. It's more so, I can't say, hey, coach, like in high school, Mo Hicks, Dwayne Mitchell, Big Dirk, I can say, yo, like, this ain't working. Let's figure this out. Let's do this way. Let's put Kurt Boone. Take Edgar off point, because he's scoring 30. Let me play the point. Let me get Edgar the ball. You know, let's do backdoor for Kurt. Like, I can speak. I couldn't do that in college. And it was like, all right, I'm losing a love for this shit. But, you know, my mom always tell me, like, use this basketball shit. Don't let it use you. Make sure you graduate college. All right, if I leave this shit, I'm losing my scholarship. Fuck, I gotta graduate. All right, wait, but there's some people with financial aid and shit. Let me figure out a way how to plug this shit in and see if I can get financial aid. And I figured out a way where it's like I can still go to school for free at a different school, city school, I own a private school. John Jay. And I was like, okay.
We both graduated from John Jay. Different years, but we
And I'm like, wait,
together.
I can leave this basketball shit and still graduate college for free. No loans or nothing. And it was like, you know what? I gotta separate myself from basketball. Because everyone knew Cash, the basketball player. And I was like, I'm more than that.
Like, you know, don't listen to anyone. Everybody's scared. You know, everyone tells you how things worked out, but it worked out for you that way. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people will try to put their fears on you. You can't do that. No, you can't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they just projecting. They're putting things that they don't believe that they can do on you. You know,
I can do more. There's other ways I can work in basketball. And it was like, yo, you've been playing basketball for 5, you're 20. That's 15 years nonstop. Are you ready just to give it all up? And I was like, look myself in the eye, and I was like, yeah. Like, I'm ready to stop this shit. And I did.
Did I give you a good response I remember him telling me he didn't want to play anymore. And it was like, you know, I didn't really know him for being a basketball player. It's funny because a lot of people were like, oh, so were you with him because he was a basketball player? What basketball player? I didn't know that. I really didn't know that.
In the year she met me, I didn't get no bird my freshman year in college. Then the next year together, I had to sit out because of the NCAA rules.
So I didn't know he was such a stud.
Then the following year, I quit
so
13 games in. So she didn't really know me as a basketball player.
I didn't at all.
She didn't really know me as a basketball
At
player.
all.
She saw me play like team posse and shit like that, but she never saw me as like a real basketball player.
So when people say, oh, he's a stud, when they came out with the couch of Goats of New York and his name was on this couch, and it's like, wow, baby, you're something special. I mean, I always knew, but apparently the world knows too. Crazy.
But for me, it was more so like, I thought about my teammates, and I knew like I didn't want to be here anymore. I could sit here and fake the funk, but why go half-ass and like that's like shit on my teammates. I was like, you know what? I can just remove myself from the team and be good. Like, cause if I can stay here and be like, oh, well, I don't want to be here. I'm not gonna go hard, and that fucks up the team. I'm gonna remove myself. And I think that was like the first time in life where it was like, all right, I gotta remove myself from something I love. And it was basketball. But I removed myself from the love of playing basketball. I didn't remove myself from the love of basketball because I still loved basketball. And crazy as it sounds,
he's still around.
It was January and I wasn't doing shit, and I started selling cigarettes and Bronx still and selling crackers. But when June hit, I was still playing in Dykeman, playing in Rucker, playing in 119th Street. And then October the following year, got an internship working with Nike, and it was like, all right, okay, I'm still in this shit. I'm still helping high school kids. And it was more kids I was starting to see like, yo, like, I might not make it D1. All right, yo, but it's still shit you can do. You can do this and do that. And it was like, all right, I found a little lane. And then my guy AD's from Parkchester, older guy, went to St. Raymond's. He was like, yo, you know, you can, figure out your way into the management and agent type of stuff. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah. I've been looking at that stuff. And I was like, all right. So I knew I've been looking at it on the low, didn't tell nobody. So when someone else recognized it and was like, yo, you can do this, I was like, yeah, all right, I'm here now. I can do this. And that's what led to me, like, all right, I gotta figure out a way to help these kids. Because these kids that's growing up just like me, and they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know nothing about the business. It's like, all right, help them through college, help them through high school, help them through college. When they're pro, they don't know what's going on. All right, how do I help them? Good, I found out how to help them. Now, how do I help them and how I make money off of it? And that is like I'm taking advantage of it, but how do I help them and help myself at the same time? And it's like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. All right, but then it's, well, this guy wants you to work for him, and he wants you to help Omar, but it's not really the right thing for Omar, but you're gonna get paid. Nah. I've turned down plenty of jobs where it was like, we want you to do this and do that, but it's not gonna help this kid. I can't do it because of my principles. Because at the end of the day, that paycheck on first 15 is gonna be good. When I go back to the neighborhood, somebody, oh, you sold out, or you did this person dirty for a check. So I was broke. And I was like, I can't do it. And then it just keep climbing and climbing it. Brick, like it's crazy, this fucking snowfall, brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing like I always said to myself, it's fast money, like slow money is good money. Fast money don't last money. Anything that like it's just turns right around and flip quick, but it's not gonna last. And so I was at a point where I was like, all right, just gotta take your time. Understand, like, all right, boom, you live in here, you live in fucking Fordham Road with your fucking 2 friends, rent is $650, cover your rent. You getting free shoes, you shop at H&M, it's fucking easy money.
Word.
You're good. You don't need expensive shit. Brick by brick, piece by piece, you're gonna be all right. So fast forward, I'm 32 and I'm fine. Sure it is, I wanna get better and but it's like, I'm fine. You know, and it's just like, I was just more so like, everyone thought like, all right, outside of, like, basketball's over for you, you're gonna be shit. And I was like, nah. I ain't really got the money for no club to splurge out. I called her mom.
This was beautiful.
So I called a coach that I knew. He used to work at American Airlines. He got me 2 buddy passes to Hawaii. And I paid I think like $400 to get the buddy passes, standby. Called her mom, I said, hey, her birthday's in 2 days. I'm trying to go to Hawaii with her. But I got the flights, but I'm short on the hotel. She says, how much hotel? I said, $800. Her mom said, meet me here. Mom gave me $800. I called Kim's mother. Hey, I'm bringing Scarlett with me. What's the name of the hotel? Boom, put the $800 in my bank account, booked the hotel. I called her the day before her birthday. I said, hey, pack your stuff. We're going to Hawaii.
It was like 10 o'clock at night. We're going to Hawaii in the morning. I was like, oh my God, what do you mean? My mom's like, this is my bank card. Walk to Bank of America, take out $500. Only take out $500. I'm like, oh my God, I'm really going to Hawaii. It was crazy.
21st birthday. I'm like, yo, we're going to Hawaii.
Yeah, I just bought a bottle of cask cream for my 21st birthday.
Cask cream.
Casting cream is good though.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
No, but you know,
that's amazing.
actually put their hands on me. The first time it was a choke, and the marks on my neck looked like hickeys. So my mom had just got me a new phone, I remember this, and she's like, I got you this new flip phone. Flipped it open for me. It was so beautiful and shiny. And she's like, but I can't give this to you yet because you got hickeys on your neck. And I'm like, I wish they were hickeys. And then, 2 times after that, it was like 1 time after, and then the second time I just said, I can't do this anymore. This person's like hurting me physically, biting my fingers when I try to stop, choking me, making me pass out from lack of oxygen. And I'm 14 years old. This is not cool. And I think that goes with a lot why I say Cash is so gentle, because coming from something so crazy like that to having him rock as he hugged me was, something really amazing. the last time I told myself I can't do this anymore, he beat the crap out of me so badly, and I had nowhere to go but into his father's room. I think I was gonna spend the night, and he started to act crazy, and I was proceeding to leave, and I grabbed a pair of his father's pants. The worst feeling ever, because his father did some kind of drug where like there was snot everywhere. So they were on the pants, and they were so disgusting, and I just put them on and ran out of the house. My uncle was in town because he was going away to school. He was in town and said, come. No, I called him and I'm like, please come save me. This person just beat the shit out of me. And he comes upstairs with a bat, and he was proceeding to beat his friend to death, or just beat on his friend with the bat. And I thought that this was so mature of me, especially to have been dealing with hurt like that. I said, don't hit him. It's gonna hurt him more that he's never gonna deal with me again. You know, this was such a young age for me to say that. It's crazy. Parents tell their children, you're too young for love. It's a lot that comes with it. The emotions, you never know what somebody else was dealing with, what they saw growing up. Now they want to mimic it or something. So I'm very thankful that he was very gentle and kind and soft. Not soft in that way, but just, like a soft guy, just a soft teddy bear.
I was a skinny teddy bear.
Yeah, that too. He was definitely skinny.
I was.
I'll do an at-home facial or pay for a facial. I'll get my hair done, nails done. Words of encouragement, just like, okay, girl, I see you.
Affirmation. Okay.
Yeah. For him, it's just like a bunch of kisses, hugs. Like I usually wake up first, so I'm just giving him kisses here and just rubbing and loving. I don't know. I'm like a passionate person.
You usually wake up first?
I mean, now because of the dog.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now.
I love you.
Yeah, we have a baby.
I'm afraid of dogs.
I'm afraid of dogs as well.
Me too.
That's another thing.
I'm afraid of
a lot
dogs,
of things he's
like,
afraid of, he shows me that he's willing to do with me. The jet ski. Riding up to the 50th floor of this, high-rise building that I worked in at the time. The dog took a little while, but the dog is here.
Me, love is just being who you are and loving the person that you love for the reasons you love them. Not loving them for what seems popular or what is like dope to other people. Love them for the reason you love them, and that's it. Don't feel like you have to love them because this person said you got to do this and do that. Love them for who they are and who you are. That's it. For me, it's simple and plain. Because the person you love, it's not complicated. It's simple. You love them for the reason you love them, and that's it. There's nothing extra with it.
I like that because it's like, love me for who I am and not who you want me to be.
Yeah.
Love means like a blank slate. There's no one, everybody's on the same level. Everyone's on the same pillar. There's no one higher. There's no one lower. There's no one bigger, smaller. Everybody's equal. It's patient because you're not gonna rush it. You're not gonna, you're gonna take your time with it. It's forgiving. That's all, folks. So I feel like, I'm a screamer. I realized it's funny because I would scream at him and wonder why is it not having an effect. Like, he's not even budging, not even like, oh my God. He's playing basketball.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
He's getting screamed at by his coaches and cursed out. What I say to him means nothing.
Our first date, crazy shit. Our first date was my cousin Veronica's wedding. Because I'm thinking, he's no family.
Lord, we don't need another mountain.
Right. It's perfect. That was our first date. Our first date with my cousin Veronica and her husband James' wedding. That was the first date. Very budget friendly.
I'm the one came through for me. Since I met Judy, since I met Judy, life has been warm, sweet melody. Yeah, I never thought I could welcome. No, baby.